Threatening was the most important feature to them, to make you afraid, to make you submit to them. And they're very good at that.
You just heard from an 84-year-old woman who lost her entire life savings in a cryptocurrency scam.
She wants to remain anonymous, so we'll call her Helen for the sake of this story. But she's sharing her story to make sure you're aware of these scams and you don't fall victim like she did. Detective Tim Schwering of the Spokane Police Department has seen far too many people fall victim to cryptocurrency scams.
We've had 3 instances, I believe, of people that have committed suicide because of the financial losses they incurred. And it's happening almost every day now.
For Helen, it all started with a phone call from someone claiming to be from Amazon.
And they said, no, we have you down as $11,000 that you're laundering. You're laundering money and you're being sued for fraud, etc. And that the IRS is after you.
Helen was immediately suspicious, but the calls continued.
They kept after me, one call after another, sometimes as many as 4 calls a day.
How much the scammers knew about her was especially unnerving.
They knew how much I had in the checking account and how much I had in my savings account, and they knew how much I had in investments. How did they get that?
The threats continued. The scammers told Helen the only way to clear her name and avoid being arrested was to go to a Bitcoin ATM like this one and transfer them money.
I felt I was in a roller coaster ride and that I was being hypnotized and dragged through the mud. They threatened me with everything you could possibly imagine.
First, $39,000, then another $14,000. But they didn't stop there. Next, they convinced Helen to wire transfer more than $200,000 to a coin dealer in Spokane to purchase gold coins.
They had her bring it back to her apartment here, and they knew there was cameras inside the building, and so they had her walk the coins out to their vehicle and drove away.
So how much did Helen lose in total?
$309,000 to my recollection. Could be up to size $316,000. Everything is gone.
And the worst part is Detective Schwering says there's almost no chance of getting it back.
When money goes overseas to these types of, China, Russia, North Korea, that money's not coming back, and there's nothing we can do about it.
But why weren't any red flags raised by Helen's bank, preventing her from sending all that money?
I've talked to victims that their bank would not let them wire money. They said this is a scam and we're not going to let you do this. Other banks take the position that if their customers want to wire money to anywhere, they will let them do that, and they view that as not their problem.
Protect me, because if my bank wasn't helping me in a manner, then who else could I trust other than myself?
And with her life savings now gone, this 84-year-old woman is left
destitute, devastated. I've had to reverse my whole life. Everything that I knew is gone.
Now, we did speak to Helen's bank. They told us they have an escalations team looking into her transactions and will get back to us soon. In the meantime, Helen says she's not giving up, but is left wondering how to pay for things like rent, gas, and groceries with almost no money left to her name.
That just makes me so sad.
It's a really sad story, and especially sad because it's happening to not just her, but a lot of people locally and nationally.
And it's something that a lot of people have asked you, how could this happen? You hear her talk about feeling hypnotized.
Yeah.
Any one of us could feel that way.
And scared by all those threats that just kept happening over and over and over again.
Oh, well, we are thinking of you. That's just a horrible.